Thank you very
Hi.
much indeed for joining us here today.
Thank you, Tony. And pleasure to be there. I'm sure this is such a wonderful show. People look forward to getting a lot of insights. So, I mean, how come ICICI could have been left behind? So we thought, anyway, it's a good opportunity for us to wish a very happy Holi to people both back home in India as well as over to this place, the Indian diaspora. And we will also take us through in terms of some brief in terms as to how they can manage the finances at both ends.
So, Pratap,
So,
tell us about yourself. Tell
yeah.
us a little bit about your background with ICICI.
Okay, so ICICI Bank, I'm sure, is known to majority of the customers here. So it's one of the largest private bank with more than 5,500 branches back home in India and a asset base of close to 13.77 trillion INR. And we are spread across 15 countries, including UK, which is a subsidiary, Canada, and there are other branches across multiple other locations, all internationally important finance markets. We have the presence there. In terms of ICICI UK PLC, we are here since 2003. We have 7 branches here, both in the Midlands and almost all the 7 branches, 5 of them being in London, 1 in Birmingham, and 1 in Manchester. Apart from these physical branches, we have a fairly robust digital platform which serves customers both in India as well as in UK. And this being a full commercial service bank, right from retail to SME as well as corporate banking. So all customer needs, be it from starting from retail to SME to corporate, everything is being addressed under one umbrella. I have my 2 other colleagues here, Manish and Vimal. Vimal is an remittance expert who deals into both remittance of money, both for individual as well as for the corporates. Manish anyway takes care of marketing and multiple other banking solutions, which he will take us through. So
Indeed, thank
over
you.
to you. Yeah.
We're going to cross over to Vimal now, right now. Vimal, I'm going to talk to you first, and then I'll talk to Manish as well. Vimal, your role at ICICI is what?
Thanks, Tony, for the opportunity. I work as a senior product manager with ICICI Bank UK PLC, taking care of remittance business as well as digital marketing. We
Excellent.
provide the
And
digital
Manish,
platforms
welcome
to.
to iGlobal and to the Great Big Indian Money Show. Thank you for joining us. Manish, what is your role at ICICI Bank?
Thanks, Tony. Thanks for the opportunity. Hi, everyone. I'm working with an ICICI bank since 2016. So in my current portfolio, I handle non-digital marketing piece entire and new account acquisition. Before joining ICICI Bank, I was with Kotak Life Insurance in India for 14 years. We was in last assignment. I was heading bank assurance channel for Kotak Life Insurance.
Fantastic. Now, Pratap gave us such a brilliant insight, and if there was a resume to submit for ICICI Bank, this particular resume would be absolutely outstanding, to say the least. So, may I congratulate you all at ICICI Bank for achieving such fantastic milestones and sharing that knowledge with us here today on the Great Big Indian Money Show. So, Manish, coming to you first of all, then, what are the key challenges when it comes to NRIs? What key challenges do NRIs actually face whilst handling finances in India? And how does ICICI make that journey much smoother for these NRIs?
So the biggest challenge as an NRI face is a lack of information. So if we are, and I mean, majority of us are NRI here, so I can vouch for it because most of us are not fully aware of most of the details, what is required as an NRI, what are the taxation rules. Most of the people are not even aware. Once they leave India, once they become NRI, by law, it is mandatory for them to convert their Indian savings account into NRO account. And the other biggest challenge is how to bring money out of India, because there are a lot of taxation rules around it. People are not sure whether they can repatriate funds, what is the difference between NRE account, NRO accounts, how to move funds there. So in my experience of last couple of years in finance markets, so this is the biggest challenge everyone faces. So at ICICI Bank, we work pretty hard. We work closely with a lot of NRI, a lot of consultants and tax advisor. So how we have come to the arrangement with them so that we can help Indian diaspora, specifically in UK and other geographies as well, wherever we have presence. We have created a website called NRI Engage. NRI Engage, I repeat it, where people can go. They can. There's a lot of information available there. We have webinars, a series of webinars on taxation or new immigration rules, whatever is happening abroad. We do have a section for each country specific, like we have a section on UK. People can scroll through to whether they want to come here or go back. What is the day-to-day life would be here? Where would be the festivities? Where they should go and live, stay, or pick up their grocery. And we do also have a section where we have tied up with a couple of big consultants in India. Anyone can just go online, drop in a couple of liner their query about taxation, and we will answer them through those reputed consultant free of cost. So that's I believe no other bank is offering, no other institution is offering the free of cost tax advisory for NRIs abroad. Moving back to UK, the NRIs, how we can help NRIs in terms of banking solution for NRI banking. We have a team here which can, and we have developed with the technology, our product and services. One need not to step out of their home, leave alone visiting India to open a bank account or operating it. They don't even have to step out of their home to open on a bank account with us. So all they have to do is give us a call, leave our information wherever our branch network is there. Our representative will come to their place with a tablet, do all the formalities, scan their document, take picture of theirs, and open a bank account. Even if it's at the far end of UK where we may not have a branch presence, which it could be a far end of Scotland, Wales, we still have an arrangement where we do everything over a phone and arrange for a courier pickup and one from the doorstep. So I think we are pretty well placed in terms of NRI engagement is concerned. Wherever the NRI have a requirement, ICICI is in a full-fledged bank, full-fledged solution which will help them for all sorts of requirements.
Vimal, lots of Indians remit money back home. Vimal, what's your USP, your unique selling point for remittance to India?
Right. So, in today's digital era, Tony, the mobile app and web platforms are given. Everybody expects, the service providers to have these digital platforms. But then people want, something more. They want everything instant. And recognizing this requirement, we have, created a state-of-the-art and intuitive, digital platforms to be able to send money to India instantly. We provide the credit to the beneficiary accounts, right, on the other side instantly, from the customer's mobile app or web platform. So that is the USP, for dealing with ICICI Bank. And not to mention that the customers do get the latest exchange rate every time they transact. Our exchange rate keeps changing, every moment, in line with the market. And I would say these are the USPs of dealing with us.
That's really excellent. Now, it's a very special USP to have, of course. Now, think of a lot of people, and if we look at our audience, essentially, here with us on iGlobal today on the Great Big Indian Money Show, they'll be interested to know just how you can help SMEs and people who have their own businesses. Where does ICICI come in on this one, Pratap?
Yeah, Tony, thank you. I think it's a wonderful question, and I'm sure we have a very large self-employed base of Indian diaspora here running very good business. And what we have come across is that people both sitting in India, wherein in case there are some exporters sitting in India who are sending goods here, and the people over here who work massively both on India-UK corridor as well as UK to multiple other countries. And I have a beautiful online platform to corporate internet banking, which is called CIB. This is one of the state-of-the-art platform wherein people can transact money across the board. Same thing what Vimal provides on the individual side for remittances. We have a business remittance solution which is available. And good part, one of the USP which comes in the, while this is a fully digital platform, but it also comes with a dedicated RM apart from 24/7 call center. So even if customers get stuck somewhere and if they need help other than the regular support through digital, you have a dedicated RM who can be reached out instantaneously. And that comes
This
in
is the
pretty
Connecting
handy. In
Human
fact, that's what
Show, and today we're talking with our friends from ICICI Bank, and I'm Tony Patty, and we've just heard from Pratap, who's been talking about people interested to know how they can actually help SMEs to help with their own businesses as well, and the USPs that ICICI has as well. Manish, I'd like to ask you that we've actually seen a huge influx of Indian students to the UK. How should they actually manage their finances as far as ICICI is concerned?
Very good question, actually. And it's very good timing because post change in the regulation, visa regulation, and extended stay for Indian students, a lot of people, students have started coming in. So it was a couple of years back up to around 18,000 students were coming. Last year, I believe it was 40. And we are hoping it will reach to the previous glory of 90,000 or 100,000 soon. So, in terms of managing finance, the first and foremost, before they come here to study, they should study the visa regulation around the visa. What can they do here? What cannot do? A lot of students who come from a middle class background or upper middle class, they come here. They still want to work, and many people are not aware they are allowed to work up to 20 hours a week. And once they come here, that's something they should be aware of. They should apply for NI account before as soon as they arrive here, NI number, which is an important. I would suggest advise every student. And most important thing in terms of managing finance, there would be two aspects to it. First of all, their banking, because a lot of students I have seen, my own niece has come here. She traveled here with just a travel card, which is not acceptable everywhere. So they should definitely have a bank account as soon as they arrive here, or even before they come here. We do have on digital solutions, as Pratap mentioned. One can open a bank account even before they land here. So they can open a bank account in India itself, have a debit card ready, fully activated, so that they land here at the airport. Straight away go to the tube station rather than buying a ticket or Oyster cards. Just swipe our contactless card and get into tube. So that's one thing I would advise everyone to set up. Second, in terms of finance, a lot of students, they come here with the money. They keep taking money from parents, but parents are a little skeptical because student being student, like we were at one time, whatever money we will have in hand, we will spend for something or the other. And parents do not want to give the money to them. What they should do as parents, they should open on a UK bank account as well under LRS scheme, which we can maybe cover a little later. They should open on a parents should open on a bank account under LRS here in UK, and time the currency whenever there is a fluctuation of currency. Whenever the currency conversion rate is in their favor, park funds in the UK bank account, in their bank account, and from there they can keep transferring funds to their kids. So that way they can manage the finances well. They will enjoy the benefit of currency fluctuation, and their kid also will definitely have a good benefit here. Does that make sense,
Clearly,
Tony?
it's easier for students to use the ICICI services. So, as far as instant accounts are concerned, and opening sounds interesting, of course. So, can you just elaborate a little bit, if you wouldn't mind, because it sounds great about opening accounts and instant accounts. Vimal, respond to this, please, if you would, about opening instant accounts and give us the advantages of that.
Of course, Tony, thank you. I think it is a very good question. And as I said, now in today's era, people want it everything instant. And UK is at the forefront of the technology, and the regulators are also progressive. Taking advantage of that, we have developed a solution where a customer can open the bank account right from the mobile app. They just need to download the app, complete the verification process, and the account is opened within less than 10 minutes. And cherry on top, the customers can actually do it, right from India, and get the debit card delivered at their doorstep before they even set foot in UK. So I would say that is the one of the best solutions available in the market, to open the UK bank account and get the debit card.
Clearly, there's lots of advantages to that, Vimal, as you've explained to us so well. But as far as advantages are concerned, where ICICI is concerned, overall, what do you think? What is ICI's group's advantage? Pratap, if you wouldn't mind answering that question for us.
Thank you, Tony. I think it's a good opportunity for me to share in terms of as to, be it on the personal side or on the corporate side as to what all my customers can take advantage here. So as Manish mentioned, there is a digital current account, which personal current account which can be opened even before a student, IT professionals, or anybody who is migrating to UK can just simply download an app, scan the passport, fill in few details, take a selfie, and 10 minutes account opening is done. And we are the only bank in UK who is providing, even if it's an India address, he would be able to open a UK account as long as this debit card, fully active debit card, can be delivered in India, or maybe in case if they've already landed here, then it can be in UK as well. But this is a unique advantage which nobody else has. Along with this, it comes also with a linked savings account. So I'm sure last couple of months you would have been seeing that on savings, ICICI comes one amongst the top savings player in UK. Other than this, there are professionals and wealthy Indians, those who utilize my private banking value proposition, wherein without having gone through the currency risk of fluctuations, they also can expect much superior dollar returns, depending upon in terms of the kind of bonds and funds portfolio they choose. And the good part is the private banking arm over here, it has very unique list of bonds and funds which people have really liked it over here, and we are seeing a huge response wherein close to around 2,000 millionaires who have already shown interest into the private banking, which is just started less than a year back. So huge fan following on the private banking. Then the other advantage which comes is whether you have your banking needs in India, your home loan related needs, your ICICI Direct, which is a trading platform, or even if any other thing which you feel that you need some KYC, CRS, FATCA, any kind of service issues that can be addressed from any of the UK branches, they can be addressed through my 24/7 call center. There is a beautiful app which supports all these servicing, majority of these servicing being done through the app itself. And if anything else, if the Indian diaspora needs, you have a team sitting here of almost 25 members spread across these 7 branches, who will, as Manish mentioned, walk into your doorstep and will try and serve you there. So that's on the servicing front, both for the India needs as well as UK needs. You also have a complete digital remittance solution. You have similar solution for the business banking. In fact, account opening, it takes, which is quite a pain for the business banking, wherein it takes between 3 to 6 months with majority of the bankers here, unless it's a plain vanilla single director local invested local registered company. Even if there are directors who are sitting in India and maybe the promoters or some of the stakeholders are sitting outside, those accounts can also be serviced by UK registered companies through by SME wing, and it comes with a dedicated RM, as I had mentioned earlier. Apart from this, even on the corporate side, MNCs or the local Indian corporates, either ways on the corridor side, whatever banking needs they have on the wholesale banking, those are also being addressed. So these are the unique value proposition wherein in terms of you are dealing with a single banker, taking care of your global needs, sitting here in UK or even for your India needs as well. So this is, and it comes with 24/7 call center, dedicated RM, and of course teams at both India and UK supporting them.
So many advantages of being with ICICI, and I'm particularly interested about the app that you spoke about as well. About liberalized remittance schemes, as far as they're concerned, um, we've heard that it's actually getting quite popular, to say the least, as far as ICICI is concerned. Manish, help us out with this. How about liberalized remittance schemes?
That's a good point. I did mention earlier during student, the parents should take benefit of it. And you use a quite right word, Tony, getting popular. This liberalized remittance scheme, which is popularly known as LRS, it's been here for a while. It's by Indian government, where they allow all Indian residents to invest up to 250,000 USD abroad in any of the scheme. But this is getting popular now. So what happens in the scheme? So any Indian residents, they can open a bank account in either in UK, US, or any other country, and they can start parking funds abroad. So these funds can be used for investment purposes, purchase of property, medical treatment, studying, gift, donation. So there are many avenues where all they can invest this money and where they can park funds. Lately, it has become very popular because a lot of kids of rich Indians and upper middle class Indians have started going abroad. So parents started keeping funds abroad. There is a very lucrative mortgage market here abroad, where Indians are taking benefit of good interest rates, and they buying purchasing properties. Yeah. So yeah, it is very popular. So in terms of ICICI Bank, how we can help is again, we are in a unique position thanks to our digital app, which requires basic mere minimum documentation. One has to just download an app, scan their passport, take a selfie, and account can be open in 10 minutes. And beauty of it is this account can be opened from India itself. So people who want to invest abroad, they do not have to think of coming abroad, finding a right way of investing, or finding a fund house in India to manage their funds. They just have to download our app, open a bank account, and good to go. And let's say one family of four, they can send up to 1 million USD every year, and they can keep it here, time the investment, buy purchase a property. One more thing I would touch upon is when we say about UK banking from ICICI Bank, but it's not that only we are offering one currency. It's not that one can only invest in sterling pound. We also offer our bank account in USD and Euro. So whichever country, whichever currency one wants to invest, take a benefit of parking funds abroad within a guidelines of Indian government, we are there to help people.
I have to say, Manish, you and the team at ICICI Bank have taken liberalisation to a completely different level, and congratulations on that. But as far as safety is concerned in banking, the whole banking sector over the past decade has been going through lots of ups and downs. Is it safe as a customer to bank with ICICI in the UK, Vimal?
So, Tony, if I say, if I talk about safety, I think there are different perspectives. Actually a relative term. But ICICI Bank is on top of every perspective as far as safety is concerned. ICICI Bank is of course, is the wholly owned subsidiary of the largest private sector Bank of India. Then it is regulated by Financial Conduct Authority and Prudential Regulation Authority of UK. That means the customers are protected up to 85,000 pound, of their deposits. And this is from the financial perspective. But ICICI Bank also takes very strict view about the customer privacy, and takes utmost care of the customer data. So I would say from the data as well as money, from both the perspectives, the ICICI Bank is one of the safest bank to bank in UK.
That's really reassuring to know, and I'm sure viewers and listeners of this broadcast station need to know as well. But from the resume that we've actually already heard from you today, from all of you, has been outstanding to say the least, especially regarding the app and the liberalisation part of it as well. So, as far as the visa rules are concerned, as we know and have heard, they've been relaxed, which is great news for everyone. So, are there any finance tips for people who are going to come to UK from India, Pratap?
Thanks, Tony. So, as you rightly mentioned, I think India and UK corridor as such was anyway one of the very preferred route. And with the visa relaxation, I think this has become all the more lucrative. And we have seen that surge coming, especially right from the student. And of course, IT industry is big here. You have all the large names like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, HCL, multiple of them literally commanding a lion's market share. So if we look at in terms of students who are coming, as mentioned by Manish, we have a formal student loan which is there in India. So any student who is planning to visit to UK, so and looking forward to their financing of studies here, so that we have a robust student loan value proposition back home in India. We also have a lot of, I'm sure once many of these professionals, when they come up to over to this place, many of these companies are offering employee stock options. So when it comes to employee stock option, ICICI Direct provides one of the trading platforms so that their parents can credit these accounts to their trading platform. And many of these guys, in terms of if they are looking at surplus funds being parked or any private banking related value propositions, we have many of the hedge funds and the CXOs working in UK, those who look at the investment piece through my private banking. Even for their financing in India, which I think in the previous session my colleague Tushar had already covered in terms of as to how currently we are seeing a huge surge in terms of people investing into the India home loan market. And we being one of the largest home loan player in India. So, and it also comes with the credibility of wherein bank also has already done a lot of checks before they approve any of those builders, and also that comes with little bit more assurance in terms of on the home loan side as to where these guys are looking at once they finalize the property. ICICI would also be very happy to support in terms of their journey for the home loan piece. So, and local finances as such, anyway, the digital account helps, savings account help in terms of the surplus savings. Any and
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah. And a similar thing on the, so we have also a very large book of Self-employed and the business community here, those who use my savings platform, which is again one of the very lucrative. So that itself has been proven fairly robust in terms of the way, both in terms of the interest rates that we had been offering, and in terms of the ease of convenience when sitting at home, these guys can transact based on that, which offers on the business current accounts as well.
Not only are you a pillar of support, but also giving great reassurance to people who want to and are considering banking with ICICI Bank as well. Um, so thank you very much, Deep Pratap, Vimal, and Manish for joining us today. And of course, due to time constraints, I'd love to continue this conversation. And it's so lovely to see you all again. And I know we've worked together in the past. And on behalf of iGlobal, and especially from all of us here at the Great Big Indian Money Show, we'd like to thank you very much indeed for joining us here today. Pratap, in our closing few moments that we have together, then, if people need to get in touch with you, even listen to this broadcast again, they can do that at iglobalnews.com. But should they want to get in touch with you and find out more about ICICI Bank, how do they go about doing that?
They can go to my website. They can reach out to. There are multiple contact details which are referred for all the business segments in terms of be it personal, business, or SME, and they can directly reach out to me. I'm sure iGlobal would be sharing the contact details, or they can reach out to the email ID which has been captured there onto the website. So there is a CICO platform which is a active chatbot on the website, which also addresses multiple of their queries there. And of course, there is a 24/7 call center, which addresses any kind of personal or business queries, whatever they need. So in terms of multiple channels are open round the clock. So we'll be very happy to answer to any of our audience in case if they need any support. And would like to take this opportunity to thank Tony for this wonderful session, for taking out time and addressing the right questions which majority of our customers keep asking. I hope they have got majority of the answers which they were looking forward to. Otherwise, even if they have any further queries, I'm sure they can reach out to all the three channels for their queries, which we'll be very happy to address. And thanks to iGlobal as well for providing this opportunity to ICICI Bank.
And thank you to all three of you and your entire team and organization at ICICI Bank for doing what you're doing and supporting the Indian community in the way that you are. And splendid. Congratulations to you. And once again, thank you for being very much a part of the Great Big Indian Money Show. And I'd really like to thank you for being a part of this. And from all of us here at iGlobal, thank you, gentlemen. And we wish you all at ICICI Bank all the very best. Look forward to speaking to you once again very soon. Thank you.
Thanks, Tony. Thanks, iGlobal, for